What's up, Go enthusiasts? We're back with a completely new episode. We're guessing ranks today. You can join us, and we're gonna try to watch a little bit of each of these games and guess what rank on Fox Go server these players were. The Fox Go server has ranks between 18Q and 9 Dan, and the whole range should be represented in the games that we look at today. I'm joined today by the loving Sun, also known as Sun, also known as Video Game Addict. How are you doing?
What's up, Big T? First take, by the way. First take every time. What's up? I'm
First
excited.
take.
I'm gonna win. I can't beat Telegraph in a game, but I can beat him here. This is my chance to shine.
This is the first time I ever tried this format. There are some growing pains. This first round, we watched the whole game. It took way too long. If you want to skip forward and go a little faster, I don't mind to skip just towards the guess. If you want your game to show up on the next guest ring that I do, as I continue to refine this format, please send me an email with your SGF and accompanying text document detailing what rank the players are. As long as the rank and the players aren't included in the SGF itself, we're all good, and I'd love to have your games on this show next time. Okay, let's take a look at game one. So as I said, we're going to look at the entire game here as much as we need to make a guess. Yeah.
Sure. I'm ready.
It was played on Fox. Obviously, all Fox players are crazy. We all know that. So we have an attached crosscut immediately. What do you think?
Fuck.
I think this immediately knocks out 7, 8, and 9 Dan. They don't play
This is
like
3
this.
done. This is a 3 done game.
It could very
This
well
is
be
3
3
done.
Dan. But immediate crosscut is just like too unreasonable even for Fox players at the
I
very high
guess.
ranks.
Okay, yeah, this is maybe not a done game after this. Okay, let's see.
Yeah, extend back is the normal move, but this Atari, that's not what you would play, right? And here,
No.
oh no. And Wait could have captured this stone, but he just Atari's it this way. Of course, if he Atari is like this, then it's dead. But this one is a clear mistake. And Black goes for a sacrificing plan. Wow.
Plan.
Okay.
That's a strong word. That's a strong word. How am I supposed to guess the rank? What am I?
Well, we have a lot more game to go, but this is obviously a pretty weird sequence. I'm gonna say I'm ruling out mid Dan from here. It's definitely at most low Dan from this sequence. Like
It's not a done game. You're giving him too much credit. Or
I
too
also
little
think
credit.
that I mean I don't know, but I think that like the very lowest ranks would have completely blundered, but maybe this is possibly the very lowest rank. To me, it looks a little strange. I mean, they played a Joseki in the bottom left. We didn't even notice that. I don't know. But that's a real Joseki over here. And this is like the proper response to D5. I don't think that they know it's the proper response, but it is the proper response.
Oh, yeah, you're right. Okay.
So, a mixture of good and bad so far. And Black splits the top side. This is actually a high level sequence. I don't know if
they knew F17.
Yeah, they knew F17, okay. and the white player knew to sacrifice that and not try to save that. Now, it's not the ideal method of sacrifice here, but honestly, that's a very reasonable overall like way to handle those stones. I've seen much worse than that, so it looks pretty good.
This is confusing me.
Yeah, then we have a cut, and then Black did not sacrifice the 2 stones, so. To me, the very natural thing to do is just push here. You don't need to save those 2 stones. This is completely fine, and you get a lot of stuff towards the center. But Black wanted to fight. Now, obviously, we're on Fox, so everyone wants to fight. So maybe this is correct. So Wait made that cut, and then Black committed to saving his stones over here. That leaves his stones on the other side kind of stranded, but Wait just took care of his corner. It's not bad, but here, many weaker players are confused about when they should capture and when they should extend. Do you remember? We used to discuss this quite a bit when we were doing pro reviews all those years
It's just about Aji. You want to capture when you want less Aji for the stone.
Absolutely.
That's pretty much. You should capture this, I would think.
Yes. Maybe, so you're absolutely right that this is the capture. So that means that I know that you're better than these players. Haha.
I would pray to God. See, I would pray the amount of time I spent playing this game. If I played like this, I pray to God, man.
Oh dear, oh dear. So this block is obviously small endgame to us, and this is also a small move. These small moves It's pretty easy to pass them over, but each time someone plays like this, like is a full pass, it really lowers their rank. I've found there's lots of players who are pretty decent, but they play a bunch of passes and they lose. Um, so
100%.
this is really bad news for the game to have these couple very slow moves. Of course, this one does like effectively live, and if he didn't do that, then we had the S2 to Suji to make it so that Black had very little eye potential, but he should have run instead of making his eyes like this. It still doesn't excuse that movement. So White pretty nicely denied it from making two eyes, but he didn't seal it in, so Black can still run. This attack will not really work for White.
Yeah.
Black played another two-space high pincer, and we get to see White playing this one again. I think he just knows it, because this is not a proper situation for to play like this. In this case, you got yourself split off and killed, but you didn't get enough on the outside. And Black
Yeah,
didn't punish. So if he
like
had played like here,
one variation, so you just play it regardless of the game. You know what I
yeah,
mean?
yeah, that's probably what it is, honestly.
Yeah.
A little bit of lacking Joseki knowledge, maybe, but they are playing Joseki, so that's credit to them.
Mm.
Okay, so White did this one to cut off those black stones. Black was in a predicament. He's like, how do I save those stones? But he could have just sacrificed them. Like if you play like this and here and here, it's actually really good for Black. Um, but he went in and he tried to save and he did it with an empty triangle. So this is going to become pretty dangerous now. Except he gives away the Panuki, so it ends up just bad instead of dangerous, which is, I guess, better.
I'm trying to think of like what they're thinking so I can like guess the rank, you know? Like
Yeah, yeah.
I mean
What was
it
I
makes sense that
thinking when
he's
I
trying to
was a one
save.
dan? Do you remember?
I think this is a Q game. I don't think it's a Don game, to be
I,
honest.
I can believe you. But are you thinking SDK or double digit Q?
I'm thinking I'm thinking like I don't know. Like I've seen some single digit Q games like they're not this bad to be honest.
No,
Although
I
it
think these
depends.
single digit Qs are really not playing that. I mean, I've been lambasting them. I've been going crazy on them and blaming them for every little minor mistake. But honestly, like White took care of his group there nicely. That's hard. I mean,
That's
it
kind of
looked
true.
pretty easy, but
That's
uh,
kind of true.
many single digit Q players are just going to start getting attacked badly and get a hard position from there. And White just solved it, right? And over
Yeah,
here,
I feel like
they knew how
yeah,
many eyes there were over there, even if they messed up all
yeah,
the life and death. But they still were thinking
yeah,
about all the eyes, and they knew
yeah,
about it, and they knew to run. And when Black decided to run, he did it in decent shape. Like he didn't make any serious shape mistakes, and especially the diagonal and jump was just like clean, right?
yeah.
Um, so I don't know. To me, I think if they played against a double-digit Q, they would just sort of meander through the game, and eventually they'd catch a blunder and they'd win. I don't think that these players could possibly lose to a double-digit Q, but maybe I'm wrong.
Kind of agree. Yeah, I agree. Yeah, because like they realize that the groups are in danger and they take care of them
Yes,
instead of just like not realizing then realizing too late.
yes,
So that
which is
makes
what I
sense.
remember doing when I was a double-digit
True,
Q.
true, true. And single digit Q and Don and
Yeah.
yeah.
Oops. And they're even playing endgame like reasonably here. I mean, this is not a bad endgame, comparatively speaking to the rest of the game. Like in general, like look at this. This is just a big endgame move, and he just plays it in Gote at the time that is the biggest. Like I mean, is
Yeah,
4 points or
you're
so? It counts for something on the top side. That's this is just about the time where 4 points is the biggest, right? So that's I mean, these players could win on territory against other players at their rank, and that is actually a pretty big deal, right? A lot of players cannot win on territory; they don't win this kind of move. Right?
This is way harder than I thought. This is so hard.
You get to see the whole game and unlimited time this time. I think that this is easy, honestly. I haven't mentioned how the points will work, or did I? Every rank that we're off, we get a point. So if we guess 5Q and it's 5 Don, we get, is that 9 or 10 points? That is
Wait, say that again.
9 points.
Say that again.
If we guess
So it's like
5Q
golf
and it's 5
rules.
Don, it's 9 points. So it's like golf. We're gonna accumulate points, and whoever has the least at the end of the day wins.
Oh shit. Okay, okay, okay. I didn't know that. Mm. Is this the end of the game?
This is the end of the game. They're just playing out the end game.
Okay.
And I'm gonna ask Katago who won at the end, just because I'm curious.
All
It
right. You have
says
to guess
White wins
first.
by 3.5.
3.5. Okay. Pretty
That's a
close.
tight end game, and they played a serious end game. Like, uh, in the start, whatever happened on the bottom side here, this was much worse than the rest of the game, in my opinion. This
Actually,
was a
kind of true.
disaster for both players. But the rest of the game was like pretty clean, honestly.
Like after the middle game, it was kind of good. I agree.
Yeah.
Uh, this is tough.
So how important is middle game skill? How important is the life and death skill to notice that this move is awful, and even if you're gonna live, then you have to do this one instead, right? Like this is really obvious to you and me. It should be
Yeah.
obvious even to a low don player, right? I can't imagine R1 gets played at low don level personally, but
Well,
I
load
also
on
don't
Fox
think
or load on because like I feel like I could see a Fox 3 Don messing that up.
we are
Maybe two
talking
Don.
about Fox players, and Fox players are interesting.
Hmm. Okay, I have a rank. I know what I'll say.
All right, so we should both even write it down in our Discord chat, okay? And then we're gonna
Oh
both
shit.
count down and press enter. All right.
Okay. I'm ready.
Um, um, all right. 3, 2, 1, go.
No way. No
Whoa.
way.
All right. I
No way.
said
You're
4Q and
disrespecting
Sun
me, Slave.
said 2 don.
No way. You said 4Q.
Yeah, I said 4Q.
Oh shit. Am I gonna be off?
So,
Oh my god.
I can understand it being 2 don. It's possible, but
They just had a
I
bad
feel
opening.
like
They had a bad opening, you know? Like
yeah, they had a bad opening, and they I could understand like this part of the game they were kind of doing better, but playing the same Joseki over and over again, is that the behavior of a Tudon? Like surely they get some
that's
self.
the behavior of a 9 Don, man. That's when you know what you're doing.
But like over here too, I feel like I don't know, maybe Tudons can fight like this, but this kind of empty triangle is so painful. I feel like if you're confident in your fighting, and like to me, Don players have agency in their game. They don't just follow
Like
like
2 Don Fox. We gotta make all these games just viewers games. And then we pull the
oh, that
wool
would
over
be
their eyes
fun
and we trick them
actually,
at
yeah.
the end. They
If
have
you
no
guys are
idea.
watching this on YouTube or on Twitch and you want to send me a game for the next Guess the Rink, I'm going to be doing this more. Send
Oh,
me
you're
an
so
email
smart.
at telegraphgo@gmail.com. Make sure you do not have any rank information or name information in the SGF. Just send me an SGF and then a separate text document with the solution for like who you were and who was the and what was the rank. Also, you should tell me in the email what server the game is played on. Okay, the poll: more people believe in 2don than 4Q.
Oh yeah, I like that.
Oh no.
I like that.
They believe in the Don. All right, I'm gonna open up the solution here. Game 1: Black was 3 Don, White was 3 Don. Played in
I
February
want to go
24th.
3. That's what I was saying. Oh yeah, validated, vindicated.
Oh no,
Music
guys.
to my ears.
Oh no. I should have known by the fact that they played such a good endgame that would be 4Q. Yeah. Okay, this start is crazy.
Whoa,
White
whoa, whoa,
has
whoa, whoa,
has
whoa,
gotten a
whoa, whoa.
crazy split shape while Black captures its stone. Now, this is actually not that unusual for this Joseki. If you play this Tiger's Mouth, things go crazy. Um,
Okay,
but I don't think it was meant to go like this. I'm pretty sure that there was a different variation.
I've
Um,
never seen this in my life. I have no idea what this is.
no, it was. I'm just thinking of a different variation entirely. I'm thinking of the variation that goes like this and here and here. This is a Joseki. Did you know this Joseki?
No.
This is even.
Oh yeah, I remember seeing this in a pro game, like a few years ago.
This one is really
Yeah,
cool. Um,
I remember being really surprised by how giving up the stones could be even.
Yeah.
But yeah. I remember
Yeah.
that.
So that's what I was thinking of, but this is not that, and this is uh, well, Black can't cut right now because of snapback, obviously. So he decided to capture instead, and then when this happened and he could fight a Ko, he played this move, which is not a bad move relative to the Ko. And weight connecting is honestly not bad as well. To realize that when you try to take the Ko, Black would Atari from this side, right, and then could try to fight this Ko, and this is actually pretty difficult shape for weight. So this was a crazy fight, but honestly, I don't think that the moves are that wrong. Like they seem pretty reasonable, and protecting on this side is reasonable as well. It should have been the solid connect, I think, when there's the Ko Aji right there that leaves a cut behind. But pincer on the top side is reasonable too. I think I would have gone for the corner instead, but it's fine.
Yeah, yeah.
And um, starts an attack, plays a turn here, making sure to not get netted when Black gets stronger. I honestly think this is totally fine. He's got to take care of these stones. He does the attach across the two space. So two space jumps are pretty thin, so attaching across is a good way to strike them. This is not a bad move, not a bad fight. To me, so far, this looks like higher level than the last game. But maybe the
Oh,
last game
definitely,
played a bad opening.
definitely.
Wow, this is a great sequence here. He played this Atari in Sente first to be able to block here so that Black could not block. Because White will get to Atari in Sente and then come back
Oh
to
wow.
Liberty Race in the corner. So Black can only push through like this and then White can connect. And now Black goes for the corner. I honestly think that's decent timing. And especially at this point, playing double Hane means he's red. He has reading and White has reading too. If White goes for this stone, then Black can cut it off like this, and it's a massive win for Black.
This is a pretty good game. It seems like really violent, but it does seem like they're like being very tactical, like
Mm, yeah,
7 Dan or something
something like that.
or higher.
Here you can see White actually gives up on. To me, it looks higher than 7 Dan. This is a
Yeah,
really
yeah,
advanced level to
yeah.
give up on connecting here. Connecting here is so automatic to a lot of people because it's going to be forcing. And um, when it is forcing, then you think like, or it looks like it's going to be forcing. When it is forcing, you think like, oh man, I think I should then be doing well to have connected here. But actually, that connect doesn't really do anything. And there's a chance that later on Black can fight over this Ko a bit harder later. So he says, actually, I care more about getting the control on this on the side. I think it's probably not correct, but it's high level to go for. I don't think that many people would think to even try that.
Hmm.
Mm. So they're making some running shapes. The running shapes look good. I guess the running shape being good is also an indicator that the player is
It
getting
kind of
very high
seems like
skill.
White's getting clowned on though, to be honest. Is
Well,
that wrong? Like it
uh,
feels like White's getting clowned like
this yeah, this
pretty
bottom
hard.
left part it didn't actually work out so well. So Wait is behind in territory now.
Yeah.
So it is a bit difficult, but I think that the game is still like absolutely close enough to keep playing.
Mhm.
Double Hane is great by White here, and capture these stones saves his stones really nicely in the center. Um, that goes for a counterattack, and this move I really have severe doubts for. It seems, I mean, to me, I would almost always go for the outside fighting here, right? Um, Even if you're not gonna even come close to killing the corner, just keeping some pressure on and then being able to keep pressure on Black's outside as well is gonna be. I think it's gonna be very dangerous for Black. Um, you can play here, for example, bang, 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 and Black would be in big trouble in this variation. Even if you just play here, it's already very dangerous. I think.
Peep instead of two. Is that
Yeah, possible, and then trading and stuff. But main point is that this one is so passive; it just lets Black save, right? And yeah, Black even saved very nicely. Again, White should have played this one to be a bit stronger. If you play like this, then later on you have potential to play this beep, and then you can connect under like this, or you could cut. So he didn't see that he had that resource, and he gave up like the whole corner, and he actually is getting much weaker like this as well. and then
It's
he goes
definitely
for
a
the
Don
third.
game. It's
Yeah,
definitely a
this is
Don game.
definitely a Don game. I agree. This is absolutely a Don
And
game,
like
but
high Don.
I agree it should be high Don, but I'm getting a little less impressed as time goes on. This part though, um, this is not so bad. Here they do very accurate reading. They realize if this one happens, then white can cut and play here and play here, and so this black would die. And if black plays here, of course, this is going to die in a ladder. And if black plays here, then same thing. So there's nothing for black to do to save those 3 stones. So in fact, when white did this cut here and cut like that, I think he read that out and he knew he could capture these 3 stones.
I feel like we're like obviously like that's not hard to see. Like let's be honest.
It's
Like
hard to see from now. Like at this point, how do I
oh
save my group?
okay.
And he
Yeah.
did all this on purpose, right?
Yeah. That's fair.
So this part restores my faith in white. I mean, he did some crazy things, but this he used his Aji that he had there really nicely. Capturing those stones is great, but black should still be winning. Not that matters. We don't care who wins. We care about getting the rank right. Closer to 9 Dan or closer to 4 Dan? Closer to 3 Dan.
I have my rank. I'm not gonna spoil it. I already
You
know.
already know?
I already
Wow.
know.
Well, I think we are just about running out of time with the 5 minutes. So I think we should just go lock in right now without seeing the rest of the game.
All right. I know. I feel like I got this one 100%. My confidence is like soaring at the moment.
Sun said 6 Dan. I said 8 Dan. I don't really know if it is. It could be 6 Dan. It could be 8 Dan.
There's no way it's 8 Don, dude. Like, there is no way 8 Don's getting slapped around like this. Like, I don't know.
You underestimate what happens when they play good players. So the thing is, like, we've been looking at white, and white has been doing occasional mistakes. Black, his game so far has looked really clean.
That's so true. I should have went 7 Don. I was gonna say 7 Don originally, but I changed it to 6 because I'm just like feeling. I don't know. Oh, I don't know.
Playing diagonal and then diagonal again here. It seems
You're right.
like
They're
it's
thinking
the right
6
shape.
Dons don't think. What am I thinking? Oh my god.
Yeah, that's the other thing as well. Like
6 Dons don't
8 Dons
think,
can
man.
get
Let's be
clowned
honest.
occasionally and make mistakes.
Oh.
The part that worries me the most about my 8 Don is the way that they played in this upper left here. I feel like players at my rank should be able to play better than this. But at the same time, they had a lot of very sharp sequences, playing double Hanes when they need to, playing sacrifices when they need to. And in particular, this last read here, when white played this diagonal move.
So true.
I feel like a 6 Dan, the chance that they play a diagonal move like this is very low. They can do it, but it's possible.
They might like fall into it, you know.
They might fall into it, but there's occasionally a 6
though.
Dan that pops off and plans it and like can actually see everything here.
Poor keepless Catago. Chat's always right.
Always right. All right, so let's go take a look at the solution here. Game 2. Black, 7 Dan. White, 7 Dan.
I should have said 7 Dan. What am I thinking? I changed the last second.
Close.
Oh, and you don't win either, so that makes me feel good.
Yeah, that's a shame.
Golf rolls.
I think that black was a good 7 Dan and white was not a good 7 Dan. This happens sometimes. So this
what's the
this
rules
time
for this one? Are we gonna do like unlimited time or?
Yeah, the 5-minute time limit. I feel like it ended up restricting our moves anyway. Why don't we just go unlimited time limit, but we just take a look at a random middle part of the game, maybe just 30 moves, something like that. What do you say?
Ooh, okay, let's try it.
Moves 100 to 130. Sounds good?
Sounds good.
All right. Starting with move 100. Bang. Now, something we can do is we can look at the other parts of the board and think about how good we think these players are over there. Immediately, my eye catches out D1, C1. That looks awful. This looks like a double-digit Q that this happened, right? How could this happen in a high-quality game?
And B1 and A2.
Yeah, this is crazy.
The top right and the top left.
Yeah. People only play out sequences to this level of being dead at double-digit Q, right? So I think this is my chance. We got to
No,
figure out
I
just
think
how
you're.
good are these players.
I mean, double digit Q. It could be. Well, I'm not. I won't say anything. I won't say anything. But I'm thinking
Remember, our
here.
the bottom of our rank range is 18Q here. It's 18Q and up for Fox. So we're gonna look at the 30 moves here. Black is
Okay.
currently defending his group on the top side. He plays the correct move to start, and White plays a move on the left. It's a little high. White is in the center mode oriented. Um, and wow, Black goes for a descend with his cutting stone, looking to make some Tetsuji. And White kills it.
I don't
And
know 12Q. uh,
hmm,
maybe 15? No. I don't know, man. I don't know. I feel bad.
this is not very informative sequencing here, other than that they're all wasting moves every move. We know that. But their actual decisions, none of those were real decisions, really, right?
No,
They
no,
just all
no.
felt like they had to do it. And then finally, Black blocks here and takes his space in the center, which is not a bad move, for the record.
Okay,
And White plays
okay.
here, which is also not a bad move at all, but it's for the center again, which a lot of the time you gotta try to find the player's tendencies, right? If you want to know their rank, a lot of the time these players who play for the center too much, um, well, sometimes they get boosted by playing for the center because the other guys just don't know how to deal with Moyos, but sometimes they lose their end games.
You just gotta put your mind into their mind. What are they thinking? You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
yeah, exactly.
And I'm
Oh no.
thinking we're surrounding. Oh, okay.
This is what they're thinking, son. That's what they're thinking. We have to put our mind in Black's mind and play A9. And this is the last move that we get to see. I had a
Wait,
feeling that
that's
White was going
it?
to play here. This is a very
That's
funny
it?
move because it leaves a double Atari. And he didn't have a weakness, but now he
Oh
has a double
no.
Atari after he pushes there.
Oh
It
no.
clearly means White is only thinking about let me build my borders. That's all he's got.
Yeah.
That's his tool set.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right, this cannot be single digit Q, right?
I mean, hey, never judge a book by its cover, or judge a book by their 30 moves in the middle of the game. Give me the countdown. Let's see
Three,
it.
2, 1, go.
Oh, that's
Oh, we're
close.
still close. I'm at 14Q and Sun says 12Q. I just feel like a 9Q would absolutely stuff these guys.
But a
Don't you
Fox
think so?
9Q. That's a
A Fox
Fox
9Q? I feel
9Q.
like a Fox 9Q could just roll these guys over.
And that's why he's
Absolutely
the
steamroll.
9Q and they're not. You
Yeah,
know?
but like I don't think it would be even close. So you gotta give him more than 3 stones, right?
I don't know. Let's see. What is it? What is it? I can't
Alright.
wait.
I think if anything, like when I played 14Q, I thought I was going high. I think it might be lower than that. Black 14Q, White 14Q. Easy
No
clap.
way. No
The first
way.
perfect
No
guess.
way.
I know my double digit Qs. Let's go.
Uh,
Okay, so let's take a look. So I think moves 100 to 130 was okay, but I'd rather go a little deeper into this game maybe. And this game ends on move 170. What do you think we look at the last 30 moves?
all right, let's try it out.
140 to 170. Bang. Wow. This is higher quality than the last game already. I know. Do you get the same feeling? The shapes are just more efficient.
It's definitely higher quality. You know, there's no like obviously wasted
Well,
tones.
there's like a few obviously wasted stones over there. Those aren't feeling
Everywhere.
so good.
Oh yeah, I mean, you know what I mean though. Like,
Yeah.
yeah. They're not doing great. We could save them. We could save them.
We might be able to
Maybe.
save them.
Let's just kill
Actually,
the
I think
white
that
group.
there
You
is a
know.
chance that Black saves them. That may be what happens right now. Black saves them, and then what do you think? We're gonna check out the next 30 moves. In 30 moves, someone resigns. I don't know who. I think maybe Black
Okay.
saves them and White resigns. All right, Black starts at the turn here, which is not really the move I would have chosen. And White extend is not bad. But this is kind of crazy. Atari from this side is, to me, this instantly knocks the game out of
Mm.
Don ranks. I don't know about you. but Don players will always Atari from the outside, right? This one, it forces you to play the actual Ko, which you don't
You
really
know,
want to play.
I think sometimes people just like sometimes they just play moves and they're not like, you know what I mean? Like it's like I don't know. I feel like they'd be a Fox Don player still with that. It's not like
Maybe,
100% out.
maybe. At
Yeah.
least Haidon is knocked out for sure.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, this Atari is great. Actually, Black might have the plan of making the Shortage of Liberty on white, which can work here. Oh, he absolutely has the plan. He has this. Oh,
He's
shoot.
aware.
He's gonna save
He's
it.
aware. He's aware.
Huh?
I think it works, right?
So, okay, what we're talking about right now, if Black plays here, then there's a Shortage of Liberty on this weight. So, a couple ways that you can use that. My favorite is to start with this one. And then you have this throw in, and this one is a connect and die. You could also try to immediately start here and then code a kill weight to save yourself, which is pretty dangerous because I don't think you have a co-threat. But it looked like he was setting that up. He cut here when there was a ko. So it looked like he was aware of the Liberty Shortage weaknesses, but then he suddenly Tanuki'd. Here, what do you think? Is he setting up a co-threat? If he is actually intentionally designing it so that he gets a co-threat to kill these stones, he's a Dom player. I'll give it back to him. But I don't think that's the goal here.
Did he just not realize?
I
mean, I've
think
been
he
in
just doesn't realize. Okay, we have a ladder, which is who's this ladder working for? It's working for Black, right?
No, it's working for white.
No, it's working for white. Excuse me. Okay,
Yeah, yeah.
and so that ended the game.
Wait, he's playing it out. Oh, he's playing it out. He can win the he can connect. I don't know what to say. I have no words.
Yeah.
Wait, is this one of my games? Did you guys pull games from my account?
This is not one of your games.
Is this me?
Well, actually, I don't know. Maybe the viewer did make it a loving son game. Yeah, this actually went straight from Sixton when he was doing this crazy Liberty TCG stuff to just not seeing it and running on a fake ladder and dying and losing it. 14-2 is some great comment. Oh man. This does occasionally happen up to Sixton, as the chat points out. Sixtons do occasionally play like this. They would have caught it earlier, and sometimes on Fox, the players who catch it earlier still just play it out, and then they resign. But if he played it out and then resigned, I feel like it would have been. I feel like you would play it out a couple more times. Like usually the tilters, they keep playing it all the way to getting captured, right? It feels like he just thought that this was gonna...
I remember vividly people losing ladders at 7 done. Like
yes, it happens. Games. Like I have won 2 games at 8 dan off of ladders, like literally playing out a ladder. 2 games. Oh, I've played a lot of games at 8 dan, but it shouldn't happen that often.
It's easy to mess up.
It is easy to mess up. Okay.
But the top though.
But the top though, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, Black.
The ladder's one thing, but
he
like
clearly didn't actually know what he was doing. Like
yeah.
He was setting up the sequence by accident, I feel like.
Yeah.
Okay. This one is pretty difficult. This one's pretty wild.
But I'm ready. Okay, let's go. Let's do it.
3, 2, 1.
No!
Holy shit!
Oh my god!
I put 6Q. He put 5 dan. Oh no! Oh dear! Oh dear Lord! Now, I know what Sun is thinking. He could have played this game.
Yeah.
He's a 5 dan sometimes. I mean, when you were a 5 dan, you could have played this game. But I really feel like, I feel like you're underselling
the time settings. What are the time settings? I feel like that's
we don't know actually. But everyone plays bits on Fox, so like the average game is not a 20-minute, 60-second game, the kind of that you play, right?
Yeah.
Especially if you play faster setting games, then you just play more, so more likely to get caught in our search here.
But that's fair. Oh, so what do we have? Telegraph.
Time to look at the answer.
Yeah.
It's right in the middle. Black 1Q, way to 1Q.
I definitely lost a lot of points here, though. Oh,
Oh
it is right in the
man.
middle. That's crazy.
It's actually right in
That's
the
crazy.
middle. Notice that those players who played out a whole ladder and didn't have any idea what was going on in the fight other than the ladder, they were almost one down. And Sun, our
That's so
resident
true.
mid don, believes they could have been mid don with all of that. And he's right. So if you want to get one don, that's the level of quality that you need. Okay. Um, let's take a look at earlier chunk of the game. What do you think we can guess off like moves 40 to 70?
Yeah, I think not definitely not the first like 40 moves though.
Yeah, I feel like 40 to 70 we're gonna get information here. Okay,
I
what the
agree.
heck is this in the bottom right? What happened?
Whoa.
I've never seen a shape like that before.
Yeah, what the heck? Oh, you know what it is? Telegraph? It looks like the one space low pincer for 3-4 approach.
Ah, one space
Kind
low
of.
pincer, knight's
You know
move,
the
and then
yeah, yeah.
so let me go back to the beginning so we can describe for the viewers what we're talking about. We're
I
thinking
kind of
it's
see
like
like a little
here,
resemblance of
here,
that shape.
like this, and here. And then for some reason, this shape got mauled. Absolutely
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
obliterated.
Yeah.
Let's go back and take a look. So we mean colors reversed, but yeah, something crazy happened here where White was capturing that one stone. Honestly, it might not be bad. Usually something crazy should happen there, like Black was really actively using the Aji. This, although this result looks very stupid, it seems relatively even. I don't know, Black's probably a bit better, right?
I mean, black's got to be like by a bit be like 7 points better.
To me, that's a bit, speaking in 1Q terms.
Yeah, yeah.
So,
I
let's
think
see
so.
the game. So Black took an enclosure here. Didn't continue the attack. I honestly don't mind that. I think that's a good decision.
I agree.
And Wait peeped and played Hane. Looking for Shorter's Liberty really actively, which is a plus. It
Okay.
doesn't really work, which is a minus, but he's looking for it, which is a plus. And what?
Hmm?
Okay, so finally he starts the cut.
Does that work?
At the very least, Black is gonna run out and be fine, but like, it does actually work. So Black just ran out and was fine. And Hane is here. Honestly, that's not bad. Like this is combative play by White and Black. Even like when the players are fighting against each other, it looks like it's bad because they are not playing the optimal moves, which is true. But if they fight like this actively against each other, it puts a lot of pressure on the other player. So even though they aren't like this pressure isn't really real, like the way that this actually worked in the game, Black was pretty easy to handle. In some other
Mm-hmm.
positions that White plays, he would have been just as aggressive, and it would have been very difficult for Black. So I feel like White is a better player than um, you might just immediately assume.
Yeah, I don't think this is a Q game just by the way they're like playing from their groups and caring about weaknesses to some,
Every
you know what I
single
mean?
time
Like,
that they have the move, it's precious to them, right? That's a classic attribute of Dons. Right?
yeah, they're not wasting moves. Kind of.
Even White goes quickly back to surround this when Black claimed a surround on the right side. That means he's aware, hey, I actually have two eyes here, right? A lot of
Mm-hmm.
Q players will just be like, oh, you surrounded me. Let me make sure I have two eyes, regardless of how big my eye space is. But White knows how big his eye space is. And coming down with the fourth line invasion as a pincering move is a really great idea. And Black's attach and descend, a lot of unaware players will attach and pull back like normal. But
Yeah,
when you have the life
yeah.
and death situation, you prefer to have your stone on the second line. It's going to really help when you try to make eyes later. And if you would just do this, you're going to get a much harder time actually solidifying your eye space. So this was
Yeah, the
good.
thought process makes sense from both players.
Yeah, Black even turned here because he knew he needed more eye space. And White, this move, it's very ugly. It's also very aggressive. I mean,
That's a
White
fox
could have,
move.
yeah,
That's a
it's a
fox
very fox
move
move.
there.
White could have attached across here, but then he thought that this wedge was coming, and then he couldn't exactly kill anything, and he didn't feel very comfortable. So cut it with the empty triangle. It's really not that bad. And then Black was aware that he was not dead with this group as well, which is also very impressive. And he went back to go and attack this, which is nice. I
Oh, that
think that
that
their
felt
life and
bad
death
though. That was
is.
kind of bad at the bottom left. That seemed
Um,
kind of bad.
I don't know if it's that bad. I think that this move is pretty bad. So a stronger player will always play here, and this one it leaves behind this weakness, which is gonna be painful later. I don't know exactly what's gonna
Yeah.
happen, but it could just kill. It's tight. Um, so instead we have them playing away, and we've gone over the move limit. We've gone way over the move limit because that
Oh,
was
do we?
interesting game.
Ah,
Ah,
this one's really tough. This one's really tough.
this one is very difficult. It was a really intense game here, which is good news for them. It wasn't a very accurate game, which is bad news for them.
I'm surprised for a Fox game how much they're taking care of their groups. Like, I
Well,
feel like in a game like this on Fox, most people just die at some point. Like, they just kind of troll,
yeah,
myself
yeah,
included.
exactly. So that's exactly the pressure that they put each other under. I feel like if these players played the last players, like the players from last game, the last players would have just died at some point.
Oh yeah, 100%,
So it
100%.
must be better than last game. That's my.
Oh,
All right, we're close.
I was gonna say that.
I said 5 done, and Sun said 4 done. Anything lower than Fox 3 done would not play like this, says the chat. I tend to agree. I mean,
I agree.
it's
I
really
agree.
difficult to play an intense game with nothing dying. It's actually means you're a done player, I think.
Yeah. Positives are there's no way. Too high or too low. I think 4 down's good. Hmm.
The chat seems to be going lower than us.
Were you? No way. No. 0% chance.
I opened up the answers. The game
Oh
was
no.
5 done. Let's
No.
go. Perfect
That's what I was
again.
gonna say. That's what I was gonna say.
Perfect again.
I keep
The
second
chat.
guessing myself. No. Nice, man. Nice. We were both close though. I don't feel too bad about it.
5 dons can play Go. Sad, says positive. Yes, seriously. Is someone in chat saying no way higher than 2 don? Yeah, seriously. See um the way that Go works is if your opponent loses the game, then you win. So if you make the game really easy to lose, you can win a lot of games. That's what happened here. Both players were very likely to lose the game, but they didn't. And
Breaking news.
yeah.
Breaking news live on stream.
It's a 50-50, yeah. Either you lose the game or the other guy loses. It's one of them has to happen.
I agree though. I agree completely.
Thanks for watching the first 5 rounds of Guess the Rank that I played with the Loving Son. I actually played 16 rounds that day with him. And so the next rounds are all coming soon to future YouTube videos. Please comment any kind of feedback that you have on the format, on the overlay, on anything. And if you have a game, again, email me at telegraphgo@gmail.com with your games for the next Guess the Rank, probably starring Youngkyo Do professional player. So please send some games in. Thank you for watching. Make sure to follow, subscribe, catch the next Guess the Rank live and on YouTube. I'll see you later. Bye-bye.